God, it's insane. Oh my God. Okay, guys. So what we'll do? Okay, so we'll get cracking on. We'll get started. So like tonight's going to be like an interactive call. I want you guys to get involved. We're going to be having a few tasks. So it's going to be really fun, really interactive. We're going to get some stuff done as well. So I want to just start off by talking about following up. Following up's really, really important. As we know, the fortune is in the follow up. And I don't know who's been doing the search messenger that we've been talking about, the Black Friday, that I know that mums like literally came up with that, Mama D, which is absolutely amazing. So you search your messenger basically, and you put in options or card details or whatever for whatever you send to people basically when you talk to them about the products or when they're about to order. So like who's you know, when I searched mine, I had quite a lot of people come up that, like, for example, I'd sent the packages to, the options, or I sent them some prices, or I sent them whatever, something like that, or I sent them the details that I need to order, and they hadn't got back to me. Has anyone else had that happen to them as well? Because I think this is something that's really good. So when you search your messenger, and what I'm going to do in a minute is I'm going to share my screen in a moment and I'm going to show you. I do find it easier on my phone personally, but you can do it on your laptop as well. So if you search the messenger, and like for me, I put in option because I send people a few options, or you can put in send me the following details, because that's what I use when I ask for their details for the order. And then I'll bring up everybody in your messenger that you've said that to. Very, very clever. We never had this before. If I used to have to follow up with people, I used to just have to scroll down the bottom of my inbox and just like go down to the bottom, and it's very easy to lose people and to miss people. So obviously we were doing that for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Well, you should have been doing it. I've been doing it and I've had amazing results from it. And I thought, well, why do we just do that just for Black Friday or Cyber Monday? Why don't we have a message that we send out that, like, on a weekly basis, we go through and we follow up with everybody, and you have a similar message. You know, it doesn't have to be Black Friday. So this afternoon, basically, guys, I've been preparing some messages, some really cool follow-up messages for products. I've got a really good follow-up message for business. Got a really good message that you can invite them to the opportunity call, because I think that us as a team, our recruitment is still quite low, and I really want to help you guys with recruitment as well, obviously getting orders, but also recruitment. And I think that if we start introducing like a weekly follow-up power hour, where we go through and we follow up with everybody that we've spoken to about the business, and then we invite them onto the Monday opportunity call, and or the up-and-coming events. So I've also got a message that I've prepared for an up-and-coming event, and that I've actually been sending out this afternoon. And I've already got 2 people coming to the event on Monday at Clacton, and they don't even, one of them's an hour away and the other one's from Ipswich, and they're already saying that they're going to come. So I've got the messages that I've literally prepared this afternoon that I'm literally going to share with you. But what we're going to do is we're going to go through each step at a time, and we're going to go through. And another message that I have prepared is Refer a Friend Friday message that we can send to all our customers every Friday, so that our customers can refer us to help us get more orders. And then that's also going to help you get team members, because you can offer them the business. And also, obviously, I've also put together a customer reorder message. So does anybody struggle with reorders? Anybody struggle with reorders? I know there's been a couple comments, but I guess people are busy while they listen to this. I mean, it's good, obviously, if you can listen to the Zoom call, guys, and be like taking notes ready, but it's, hopefully this is helping anyway. So reorders is something that's really important. So I've got a message for that, to help your customers reorder, to help them upgrade, you know, or go to the business, things like that. So I think that's, again, like a very clever little message I use, again, which helps with reorders, which really, really helps me with my customers. So right, let's start with the first one. So the first one is following up with our customers. We're going to do that one first. Following up with our potential customers. So what we're going to do is I'm going to share my screen now. Right. My laptop's being slow. So go to your messenger and here we go. Yeah, so go to messenger. Come on, laptop. Come on. Ah! Go to messenger. I don't know why it's not low. There we go. So go to messenger and there'll be the search bar at the top, okay? So at the search bar at the top, you can put in, so for me, I'm going to put in, send me the following details, because that's what I send when I get to that stage of, send me the details for the order. So search, and then you need to select search messages. And then it will bring up, hopefully, all the messages that have got that in, okay, guys? So let me know that you're with me on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scroll down to the bottom and I'm going to see some old people that maybe I've missed off. So this one I know is the 22nd of October. So let's see this person. So last thing I said, so where is that? Send me the following details. That's strange. That's not brought it up right. I don't know if it works right on your laptop, does it? Because I've put in send me the following details, but it's brought up a message that it said info. So that's not what I searched. So I don't understand. But at least you guys can get the idea. I'm going to do this on my phone because I know it works actually on my phone. So send me the following details. And then what I'm going to do is I'll put the message in the group chat, in the Rockstars group chat that I use. So are you guys with me or not? I did say this is an interactive call, but like no one's really interacting with me. It's not much help, guys. Like I've put a lot of time into this Zoom call today and it would be nice if I got some interaction, to be honest. So potential customer follow-up message, right? So this is the message. And what I'm going to do anyway is I know that a lot of us are starting to send out like customer welcome packs anyway. I know that a lot of us, like Carly and Laura have started doing it, especially from Faye's that Zoom call that we did with Faye. So like we'll all send out like a welcome pack anyway. So why kind of just promote the Black Friday, man? So basically what I'm saying in this message is like any orders this side of Christmas, they're going to be getting like a welcome pack or a goodie bag. It's the same thing. You don't have to spend a lot. Carly's put together some things that you can print off, which is in the group, like how to measure themselves and loads of really, like a couple of cool files that you can print off that you can send in the welcome pack. I've got some leaflets that you guys can have that you can send out. And then you can get like a little tape measure if they're doing it for weight loss or weight gain or whatever. You can buy cheap ones on Amazon. You can get like little capsule pots. They're quite good, like little product supplement pots on Amazon for like a couple quid. They're quite good to send out for people that buy the capsules. And yeah, just send out, maybe like a bar or a booster or a soup. Or like a little shake sample, depending on what they buy. So you kind of send them out really something special in the post. And you can also, one of the things that Kylie's created is something you can print off that tells them about the business. So you're just kind of like going that extra mile for them. And it doesn't have to cost you much, hardly at all. And it really is that customer care. So I'm going to be doing this all the time anyway. But obviously for this time of year, I'm going to be saying that obviously any orders this side of Christmas, they get this free goodie bag, which is going to work really well. It's kind of similar to what we've been doing with the Black Friday. But then what I'm also saying is, I'm going to put the message now in the Rockstars chat. What I'm also saying is that people that get started this side of Christmas obviously are going to be more likely to have the better results come January. And also, we have sold out in the past in January. Like, I don't know if any of you are getting people that are saying, oh, I'm going to wait till January now. Well, if people want to wait till January, they don't get paid till the end of January, so they're not even going to order till then, so they're not really going to start till the beginning of February. So if people want to kind of like do it as a New Year's resolution, they really need to order their products like now or in December to guarantee it's going to be there before Christmas. because obviously, as we know, delivery can be slow over Christmas time, so that it's actually in their house, in their cupboard, so that come January 1st, the product's in their cupboard and it's ready to go. So you need to be making sure you're saying this to people by messenger, saying this on your videos and your lives, and saying this on your statuses. You know, we sell out in January, we have in the past due to popular demand. Like, I don't want you guys to miss out. So that's the message that I use for, so you guys need to be saving this to your notes. So that's a potential customer follow-up message. So what we're going to do now is we're going to just spend a couple minutes. I want you guys to do this now. So I want you guys to use that message, and I want you guys to put into your search on your messenger. And so I've put in, send me the following details. So these are people that obviously have pretty much said they're going to order, but they've never sent me their details. So my phone's brought it all up now, as you can see. Send me the following details, it says at the top, and this is all the people that have done that. So I can go through, and let's say we're going to send this to 3 people now. And I want you to put done when you've done it, guys. I've got no idea how to stop my screen being shared. There you go, it's there. Just might be able to see the chat then. Has anybody sent out a message yet? Right. So I found one now. I've had to put in option to find the right messages. So there's a girl here who I sent out a couple of package options for on the 1st of November. She asked for prices. We'd been having a conversation about what she wanted to achieve and what her budget was, etc. Well done, Carly. So I followed up with her 1st of November and I said, how are these options for you? And she never got back to me. So I'm going to definitely follow up with her now with that follow-up message. Just send that to her and then go on to the next person. So how's everybody getting on? Found another one. Done. Found another one. How's everybody doing? Found another one. This search messenger is absolutely freaking genius. We never had this before. Here you go, I've done 5 now. So that'll do for now. There's so many more I could do. So that's that done. So how's everybody found that? So I see some people said done, love that. And I Lotta's translating. You go, girl, that's amazing. So now what we're going to do is we are going to do something similar, but we're going to do it for the business now, okay? So put that down there. So if you go to your search messenger again, so I know that a word I always use when I'm speaking to people about the business is preview group. That is, as soon as somebody asks me about the business, the first thing that I ask is have a message, and I know that it'll at the end it invites them into the the job opportunity group, which is the preview group basically. So let's see if this has worked. So right, I've got one here now. So this is obviously just Monday recently. She's added herself to the group. So I've said, I've just added you to the group. I've tagged you in 2 videos, especially once you've watched them, blah, blah, blah. So it's like Wednesday now. So I think I can definitely follow up with her with the business message, which I'm going to now put in the chat. Where is it? See, those people I've just followed up with are already getting back to me. So one's just said, I think I want to order the shakes. And the other one's just saying, like, how much is it? So I'm already getting responses back from that. Is anyone else getting responses back? Right. So that's it. So that's the business follow-up message in the group chat now. So I'm now going to send that to this girl here who's on my screen on my phone, but it will come up on there. So this is going to help with your recruitment, guys. So let's get you some team members for the end of the month. So it's not refreshed, does it? I've just sent that to her anyway, the message that I've put in the chat. So now let's do that. So I'm now going to put search in my phone, preview group. So let's see how you guys are getting on. Can't see the chat for some reason. Here we go. Oh, Fran's not even in the chat. I didn't know you weren't in the chat. I thought you were. There we go. There you go. Added you, Frankie. So, preview group. So this is actually going to be really interesting. If you don't have many people come up for this and you're struggling to recruit, then you simply need to speak to more people about the business. Yes, Ashley's got one response already. That's amazing. And some of the rest of you have. So I've now searched my messenger for preview group and I've got quite a few come up. So let's do this now. Let's send as many as we can out now. I'm going to aim for 5. Let's go, 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 guys. Right, I found a girl that I spoke to. I added to the group on the 5th of November. So definitely follow up with her now. 1. Got another 1. 2. 3. These are easier for me to find. 4. Five. Right, I've done my 5. How are you guys getting on? Laura's message 4. Well done. Is that with the follow-up message? So these are people that obviously you've added to the preview group already that you just haven't heard back from, or that you've maybe just forgotten about, or you haven't kind of closed it yet. How are you guys getting on with that? How awesome is that, guys? So this is just, obviously you can do more, so well done. So now we're going to go on to the next one. Even if you've just done one, that's awesome. Like, you can come back and do more later, or add it into a DMO, or weekly. You can aim it into like a weekly plan to do it. So the next thing that we're going to do is refer a friend Friday customer. So obviously it is Wednesday, but we can still send this out. It doesn't say Friday in the message. So what I want you guys to do now is I'm going to put this message in the group chat, and I want you guys to send this now to 5 of your customers, and it should, or just put it on your WhatsApp broadcast list. So let me know when you've done that. I've just sent that on my WhatsApp list, so. Well done, Wendy. Woo woo! That's amazing. Right, so that's pretty much my customer refer a friend one, because all I had to do was put that on my WhatsApp broadcast list, which is super easy. So hopefully you've all seen these messages in the group chat. Obviously save them, guys, and copy them to your notes as we go along, because you can obviously do this on a weekly basis. So now we're going to move on to the, we've done that. So now we're going to move on to the customer reorder message. So if anybody's, I mean, I've had quite a lot of reorders for my customers come up at the end of the, coming up on the 30th, at the end of this month. So I've been sending out this message. Obviously you guys can, change this up to suit you if you want to change it up. But I just think it's really important right now to stress the fact of, it's really important to be getting started this side of Christmas. It really, really is. So it's just like a similar type of message, but obviously it's got the reorder part of it at the top. So you can 100% copy and save this to your notes. So obviously it says that obviously you would change the product that they were going to be reordering, and obviously change the date. But I always give them the option. I don't say like, do you want to continue or cancel? I say like, would you like them to come? So you've got your reorder of berry capsules due to go out the 30th of November. Would you like them to come, or delayed by a few months, or change to a different product? And I think that's really important, because I often delay the product. I never cancel, even if they say they necessarily don't want it. Even if they say, oh yeah, cancel, I still delay that by 2 months, because in 2 months time I'm going to follow up with them again, and maybe they might want to get back. So it gives me a chance to follow up with them again. Otherwise, once that customer's cancelled, you might forget about them then. But then if they then say again, but like, I definitely don't want it, then maybe I would cancel it then. But I think the first time I'd definitely just delay it. I mean, I've had customers that, for example, have been on the premium capsules and they're no longer been able to afford it. Offer them the apprentice, obviously, but you can always offer them to downgrade, the berries or the berries or the fruit and veg, because it's really important that all the hard work they've been putting in through being on the premium capsules, for example, over the last little while. It'd be such a shame if that all go to waste. So at least they can still get some goodness in if they still get on the berries or fruit and veg, whilst finances are tough, if they don't want to do the business or whatever, they've got the apprentice, but also message your customers like about the Healthy Starts program, and tell them that they can upgrade, and they can actually get, if they upgrade to the fruit and veg capsule or the premium capsule, then they can actually get free chewables for free. They don't have to have children themselves to be able to do that. They might have like a little brother or a sister. As long as the child is between the ages of 4 and 21, then they can get that for free, which is amazing. And we have the chance to offer that to our customers. So, you know, they might have a niece or a nephew that they might want to give the free product to. So all they have to do that is they have to be on the fruit and veg capsules or the premium capsules. So I'd 100% be messaging your customers about that as well. But obviously, as you can see from this message that I've put in the chat, obviously it says about the importance of January as well, and obviously it says that obviously any reorders or upgrades before Christmas, then you get a free goodie bag, which is what they're going to get anyway, but it's just a way of saying it. So how amazing is that? And it's really, really important that obviously like this time of year as well, the boosters are really, really important, I think, this time of year, because the boosters are all about limiting the damage. So obviously everyone's going to be going out, having Christmas parties, having lots of meals out. You know, not everyone can be 100% on plan all the time. So this is where we can say, well, look, get yourself on the boosters. They're only £20 a month. And at least they're going to reduce your calorie intake by 25%. So at least it's going to reduce the damage and limit the damage. Because trust me, guys, I have been there when I've literally written off the whole of November, the whole of December. Come January, like, honestly, it's not a nice feeling. And so now I really make it my must to be as good as I can in the lead up to Christmas, so that then I can enjoy Christmas, so that January ain't got all that double hard work to do. So, but because that's how I personally feel about it, it's really easy for me to be relating that to my customers, because it's something that I really believe in and that I do myself. So, you know, I guess it comes back to like being a product of the product, doesn't it? And then you can really kind of help your customers with that. So that's the customer reorder message, because I think that's really important, guys. We can hopefully up your reorders. You know, maybe they want to try different products, maybe, you know, whatever. So I think that's really, really important. So I'm going to finish now with, so my invite to the opportunity event. So obviously on Monday, we've got the event at Clacton-on-Sea. So, which is like Essex. So, you know, all of you, it's Lauren Dodds' event and Frankie's and Lauren Pierce's. So obviously we all need to be getting involved with that. You're all more than welcome to get involved with that. You know, we've got an event on. Why not invite to it? So I was having a little play around with Facebook today, and I've been inviting some people, like I said. So I'm going to just show you what I've done today, which I think this is really awesome. So I went onto my Facebook and I said to Laura, imagine if there was a way that we could get a list of our Facebook friends who all lived in Clacton, or who all lived in Ipswich, for example. So I had a little play around. So guess what I found out? So I found out that if you put in the search bar, when it loads, friends, there you go, let's come up now. So friends who live in Clacton. And guess what? It brings up people, it brings up my Facebook friends that live in Clacton. My friends who live in Clacton-on-Sea. See all. So obviously I've only got 2 friends that live in Clacton-on-Sea. So I've invited this person because I've spoken to him before about the business. This person, I don't actually know who this person is. I'm a bit confused. But I've never spoken to her before or about the business. So I'm not just going to randomly invite her to the event. But what I've done is I've connected with her and I've added her to my list. So now let's say, right, my friends who live in Ipswich. Or actually, my friends who live in Chelmsford, because on the 28th of December, we have the team Christmas party, guys, and we're doing an event. So save the date. So on Friday, the 28th of December, we've got the big team Christmas party. So I hope you can all come to that. And we're also going to do an event. So why don't you go and have a look and see what friends you have in Chelmsford, see all, and get inviting. And you can go through all these people and see if you've spoken to them before, and 100% send them this message, which is what I'm going to put in the chat now. But what I'm going to do is what I did earlier is I put in people that live in Ipswich. And I've also been trying to find any of my customers that kind of like live in, and I've been inviting my customers as well. So the customers are the people who I've already got confirmed coming to the event, which is really, really exciting. But how amazing is that? Like my friends who live in Ipswich. So any of you that, you know, want to send people along to these events, you don't actually have to be there. You can, you know, you can send them along. We can look after them. So 100% send them this message. I know that the message says it says it's the first event and stuff, but it doesn't. You can still say it's our first event. It doesn't matter. So you can go through all these people and message these people. I think that's really awesome. And obviously, we've got Liverpool coming up in January. So who in your friends list lives in Liverpool? So send them that same message and invite them to the event in Liverpool. Like, what have you got to lose? If you've spoken to them before about the business, you might as well invite them to the Liverpool event beginning of Jan. So you got that one. Then obviously you can do Brighton as well, etc., etc. So that's a really cool tool. So, because I think that events work really well, but only if you invite. You can't just put a status up saying, oh, I've got this event in Clacton, I'll see who wants to come, and then expect everybody to come kind of in. No, you've actually got to get in your messenger, guys. You've actually got to invite, a good, amount of people. So, see, look, I've just invited someone, and yeah, so that's someone at the gym. That's Kieran, Mum. I've invited him on Monday. Anyway, so yeah, you've got to get invited, and I'm going to be inviting people at the gym, everything like that. So yeah, you've got to be an inviting machine. Get inviting, and I'll be really excited to see you guys there with some potentials on Monday, and then the Chelmsford event on the 28th. So, this is what's going to change your business, guys, is getting people to these events. And any new team members as well, you've got to get them to events so that they see the passion and they see how exciting it is. I know that right, I've got 6 minutes left. I've got a few more things I wanted to share. So just with a few more minutes left to go, the final thing I want to share with you guys is how to invite to the opportunity call. Does anybody want to get better at inviting for the opportunity call on a Monday? Because let's face it, if at the end of the day, if we can get more people to events and more people on the opportunity call, then guess what, guys? You're going to get more customers and more teamies. So this is just a simple message that I use for the opportunity call. So especially once they've, like the first thing I do when people are interested in the business is I offer them the opportunity group, the videos in the preview group. Then after that, I straight away invite them into the opportunity call on a Monday. So that's really good. So I've just put that message in there. So you can go and message that again. So these people that you've just messaged about the business, the business follow-up message, then the next message you can do, if they are still interested, is the next stage of that is getting them on the opportunity call. So that's a really, really great message. So save that message. You want to be getting as many people onto these systems, the opportunity call, opportunity events, and then obviously getting more people into that system. And the way you get more people into that system is by, for example, like what I do is I might put something on my story, my Facebook story, my Instagram story about the business, and then I'll message everybody that looks at it. And then obviously within that, you're going to get some people that are going to get back to you. Then you funnel them into the group, then the opportunity call, then obviously an event, and so on and so on. And obviously it's little things like that. So that's how easy it is. That's just like one little example on different ways. Like I think if you guys are doing your demo properly, then you will be speaking to enough people about the business and obviously the products as well. So that's that. So I think that is pretty much it now with my messages. Hopefully you've all saved those, and let's get this into action, guys. I'm really, really excited. Now I know that wanted Laura to come on and just say a few things. So what I'm thinking is maybe we'll just start a new link. Would anybody be up for that? Put it in the chat if you wanted just to hear a little bit more about what we've got to share. Woo-woo! Amazing. Right, so what I'll do is I'll end this now.